What's going on, people? How you doing? TK Pryor, Mr. Finance, coming at you on social media under the hashtag Master Wealth Builders. And today I just want to talk to you about a reality concept. It's an easy way to describe it, and I call it the master, the slave, and the overseer. So in sequence, it should be the master, the overseer, and then at the bottom, the slave. So, simple concept, starting with the master, the one percenters, the de facto, the insolvent, the rulers, the owners, the illusionists, the Kabbalists, the casters, that's who you would consider, the master. And then you have the overseer. The overseer is the boule. The overseer is the sellout. The overseer is the one-upper, the person like clergy, the secret societies, the esoteric practitioners, the people who have information but use it against other people who don't, the people who just want access and are willing to sell other people to get more access. Then you have what's known as the slave. The slave is the uninitiated, the sheep, the average, the public, the uneducated, the ignorant, the followers, the non-thinkers, the pre-programmed, the delusioned, the victimized. So, okay, you have three different types or classes of people, and the slave feels like it's okay because they're comfortable, right? But unfortunately, every human being has to make a choice. We're all held responsible for our choices, and guess what? Nature, the matrix, the womb, eventually takes care of you based on what choice you make. So, as above, so below. Honor thy mother and father, and the days on this earth may be long. So, the mother refers to that analogy in nature in terms of the womb, the home, the country in which you inhabit, your motherland. So, according to law, the supreme law of the land emulates the laws of nature and works in harmony with the same principles. The divine principles of mathematics is the God language, is how the universe speaks. So when you honor your motherland, you acknowledge your country or your geographic location that you occupy, or that which you were born in. So in other words, someone would just simply ask you, what is your nationality? And you would respond, like in the case of myself, I'm in the Middle East, and people say Ameriki, whereas it's more Moorish American. So that would be my nationality. Whereas my wife would say Ethiopian. So you have to distinguish yourself and honor your motherland, your mother country, your matrix, your womb, by declaring your nationality. And in doing so, you reserve your inheritance. You reserve your entitlement. Because under law, entitlement is based on nationality. It's based on country. So you have to declare your nationality and then protect your assets within an asset trust. And then focus on gold and silver and Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies as your method. So that's a simple process, simple system, and it involves choices that you have to make for yourself. The distinction and the separation that you have to do is to separate yourself from the dead entity, the mortgage, the dead pledge, the slave that has no legal status or no legal function within the law. You have to separate yourself by not classifying or taking on the label of a dead entity. So the Crayola label and labels are dead persona. If you're not in your real person and you're not a legal entity under the law, then you have no rights. You forfeit your inheritance, and all property then is vacated. So you have to make this distinction, and you have to make this understanding, and you also have to make this choice. So I'm giving you guys some knowledge, but what you choose to do with it is totally up to you. You have to make the decision to say, okay, I'm going to honor thy mother and thy father. I'm going to understand that nature emulates the same as life emulates. So as life is, so nature is. As above, so below.